Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 37 of the Detroit Lions franchise. We have finally made it to week 17, currently sitting at 9-6. And this is the important part right here, the part we are all waiting for, the playoff picture, where we are currently ranked 7th. We were at 5 last week, we won our game, and we were bumped down to 7. So this division is as competitive as I thought it was yesterday. But we're going up against the Jets right now, who are currently 6-9, the opposite record of us. And we're going to scout them out a little bit. We can see Jamison Crowder, a veteran slot receiver, is currently their best receiver, as well as Corey Davis. They've got a great tandem with those two. On defense, they've got a couple great standout players. Rafael Davis is a good rookie cornerback, currently leading their team in tackles, as well as Quentin Bradham, who is their leading sack artist, and I do believe he has superstar ability. So we're hoping that we are going to be able to limit him as much as possible going into this game. The Jets definitely have some talent, but if I'm going to compare both our teams, I think we have the upper hand. But the most important thing is will this team be able to perform? Consistency has been our issue ever since the coaching change, but we are making that final playoff push. We are in a better situation than we were last season, and I think that if we come out with the win here, we are guaranteed a playoff spot, but more importantly, we will not be the 7th seed. I think we can bump our spot up a little bit more and get a more favorable matchup for us. I believe that was Dan Quinn as the coach for the Jets. It's always interesting when you watch these little previews before the game. The coaching happens to change quite a bit during the Madden simulation, so it's always fun to follow up with that, especially when there's a couple coaches who are in, 10 seasons later from some of my personal franchises that I haven't posted on YouTube. It's always cool when you get into a couple seasons in, when a coach should probably get close to that retiring age, but he's still kicking it. So it's always interesting and fun to see that. But we're going up against Sam Darnold, who has had a decent season. Definitely hasn't performed horribly. Now, the touchdown numbers are a little low, but the interception numbers are under control. They just have not been able to translate that into wins. So here we go on the first snap of the game, 1st and 10. Sam Darnold looking to pass on first down and going deep, but Kevin King is on the scene. He's going to knock this one back into the air and out of bounds. So 2nd and 10 now on the 25. We did force a touchback on the first kickoff of the game. So Sam Darnold right out. He's going to throw this one to the sideline there. That's going to be, I believe, Rashard Higgins. I could be wrong, though. Making the catch. So that's going to be a good gain of about 8. But we get the opportunity here to get them to pack their bags early. And that is going to be Donovan Crawford and Danny Shelton making the play in the run game. That is always awesome to see when Donovan Crawford, one of their draftees in our first season as head coach, going ahead and making a play. Now, we have a couple memorable players to look out for here in this game. Philip Shelby is very close to achieving that 4,000-yard marker passing. But on top of that, we have the opportunity to go ahead and get Sammy Watkins his first 1,000-yard season ever since his second season with the Buffalo Bills. So Sammy Watkins has definitely had a little bit of a resurgence here this year. Now let's see if he's going to be able to get that 1,000-yard marker here today. I believe he's only missing around 20 yards. It does not seem unreasonable. Philip Shelby dropping back, looking around, and who's he going to find on the first play? It's Sammy Watkins. A great throw by Philip Shelby, and right up the middle for a gain of 26, and there it is. Exactly 1,000 yards for Sammy Watkins. All he needed was 26 yards, and he gets it on the first play of the game. So a great job there. Awkward throw to DeAndre Swift after the first down catch. So it's going to be a 2nd and 10 now on the 37. Shelby is going to hand this one off to DeAndre Swift. We had a hard time running the ball until the very end of the game last week. We're hoping we can pick up the pace early here against New York. Philip Shelby hitting to the sideline. It's going to be TJ Hawkinson. He's going to take a big hit from Marcus May, standout safety. He had a nice little duo tandem with Jamal Adams when they played together for a season or two. But we also saw Philip Shelby has now achieved that 4,000 yard marker. It's awesome to see a rookie do that. Running the ball here, and he's going to be stopped for a gain of about 2. Not too much, but he saw the gap though, and I appreciate him trying to make a play on the legs. On the 46 now, handing it off once again, but he's going to be taken down by a couple of Jets defensive linemen. That's Fatukasi making the tackle. Already an X Factor initiated there on the right. He's not bringing pressure though, so we can take advantage of this. Finding DeAndre Swift, making a man miss, and he's going to gain about 4 yards there. Not even, only 2, and that's going to force a punt here. But I rarely show punts, so what is going to happen? The ball gets off this foot, and we are going to get a great punt by Fox here. That is going to pin them down on the 4. It's an awkward situation. We were awfully close, but not comfortable enough to kick the field goal. But we're going to pin them down at the 4, and let's see if we can take advantage. Sending the blitz in. It's going to be Danny Shelton making a play in the run game once again. He did it last drive on 3rd down as well as Donovan Crawford. So now is a 2nd and 10, still on the 4th yard line, motioning in. They're going to run the ball to Nyheim Hines once again, but Deshaun Hand and Malik Hooker are going to get together to make the tackle. So now spreading out the defense a little bit, 3 receivers on the field. It's going to be a pass here by Darnold, looking around. He's going to hit the sideline there for Crawford. Not for Crawford, for Jamison Crowder. And he's going to be able to get the 1st down. Just enough yardage there on the 6-yard gain. Darnold dropping back. He's going to throw the hook there to Rashard Higgins, former Browns receiver. Had a couple great seasons with them, but here he is now in New York. He's probably getting an opportunity to be a full-time number 3, though he's already a number 3 for the Browns currently. But he's getting an opportunity to play quite a bit more snaps, I believe, here with the Jets. 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass on the sideline. Darnold dropping back, trying to find an open guy, and he's going deep once again, but cannot keep the ball in bounds. 3 for 6 so far, but a 3rd and 10 here, and we're about to hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st quarter. Dropping back. Darnold trying to find an open guy. Downfield, he's got Corey Davis, but dropped. An unbelievable opportunity for Corey Davis, who gets behind both Jeff Okudah and Malik Hooker, perhaps our best 2 DBs, and he is unable to make the big catch, which would have probably led for the game-opening touchdown. An unfortunate mistake for the receiver, and Sam Darnold is definitely looking at him with a little bit of a bad eye here. He's probably not too happy with his receiver. Let's just hope they can move on quickly enough, and let's see if they can find success later on. So they do get the sack on 2nd and down to force a 3rd and 20. Let's see if we can make a play here. We're looking for a 1st down. Finding Sammy Watkins, but he's going to protect himself from the hit and fall down as soon as he makes the catch. It's a gain of 12, but not enough for the 1st. So we're going to punt it here with Fox once again. And what am I doing showing all these punts? Well, Fox is having himself a game that Pat McAfee would be proud of, pinning them down at the 7-yard line. This might just be the last play of the 1st quarter, if not one of the last 2. Sam Darnold is going to head to the sideline there. He's going to throw this one out of bounds. Nyheim Hines was his target. Currently only 31 total yards for the Jets. 2nd and 10 here. Darnold from under center is going to drop back. He's going to dump this one off there, and that's going to be a gain of about 12. I believe that is their backup tight end. I'm going to have to find his name later on in the game. But that's a 1st down right there, and they're moving the ball. Now, finding his tight end once again on the quick out route. We're playing man coverage there, and they take advantage of it. Another 1st down, so back-to-back plays get more than 10 yards. Darnold dropping back. Nyheim Hines stays in the backfield to help. He's going to find Rashard Higgins for the 1st down. So 3 plays in a row, 3 1st downs in the passing game. This defense needs to buckle up. Sam Darnold dropping back, throwing it again, and there is the 4th 1st down in a row. That is going to be Anthony Ferkser, their number 1 tight end, getting his 2nd 1st down of the drive. So as of right now, they are moving the ball effortlessly on our defense. Running the ball with Nyheim Hines and a big hit by Ronnie Harrison. That's going to leave a mark, and I'm sure Nyheim Hines did not appreciate that one. But staying under center, they're going to run the ball again, and this time it is Malik Hooker. Our 2 hard-hitting safeties are making their presence known in the backfield. Spreading out the defense once again. Darnold trying to find another first down here, and he's got it for Jamison Crowder. Ronnie Harrison just a second too late of stopping him and forcing a fourth down. They've got a great opportunity here to put some points up on the board and take a lead. Let's see how they handle it. Pressure coming in. He's going to be able to get it off to Ferkser. And that's going to be Ronnie Harrison who's going to push him out of bounds. Almost had a sack there with Josh Sweat. 2nd and 5, Nyheim Hines to the right and Crowder on the slot in the left. He's going to look around right down the middle, and that's Denzel Mims right there, their 4th receiver on the depth chart, 10 for 15, and this drive has been their best of the game so far. They are moving the ball in the air efficiently on this drive. Running it up right up the middle. He's going to be taken down by both Deshaun Hand and Trey Flowers, so the run game has not found too much success, but a 5-yard run is not one that you can complain about. It puts you in good standing on 2nd down. Running it once again, it's going to be Ronnie Harrison and Malik Hooker converging on the tackle there. So a 3rd and 3 with about 4 minutes left to go in the second, and they are already on the 4th-yard line. Darnold is going to pass the ball here. Pressure coming in from Derek Wolfe, and this one is just going to sail in the back of the end zone. But they are trying to play party crashers. They are going to be aggressive in this game, so here they go, trying to get the touchdown, and Kevin King is going to get his long arms into the ball path and knock this one out. So the offense comes back out here, but we are pinned deep, which means Keyshawn Crocker is out here today. He's going to run it right up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 11 yards, a good run by the rookie running back. That's going to get us in a little bit more of a safe territory to do what we need to do offensively. Handing the ball off on 1st down once again. DeAndre Swift trying to get back to the middle, but he is going to be taken down. The best run of the game for either running back here today. That is Marcus Williams who makes the tackle. Throwing the ball here on 1st down now. Going deep for Rodney Foreman, but unable to come down with it with one hand. Great coverage by the Jets cornerback. So it's going to be a 2nd and 10 here. Philip Shelby dropping back, finding, Sammy Watkins makes a man miss. A great first down there by the veteran wide receiver. Getting to 1,000 yards was clearly not enough for him today. He's currently our leading receiver. After a gain of 4 for DeAndre Swift, it is a 2nd and 6. The 2-minute warning has now been crossed. DeAndre Swift is going to get the ball once again, breaks a tackle and trying to reach over the line. I do not think he made it. No, he's going to be a 3rd and inches, an unfavorable mark right there. Running the ball with Keyshawn Crocker, and what happens here? A lateral. I'll be honest, that is my fault. I pressed the button by accident. Keyshawn Crocker had a lot of yards ahead of him. I was quite disappointed when that happened, but it does not end up coming out and biting us in the butt. So we're going to take advantage of it. A good move there by DeAndre Swift trying to get to the outside, but Williams is going to make the tackle. So that's going to be a loss of 3. We're going to respond here with an empty back set, trying to find somebody rolling out to the right. Pressure coming, and he's just going to throw this one away, being safe with the ball. We are pretty darn close to field goal territory. We definitely do not want to turn it over here. Philip Shelby dropping back, pressure coming in. Sammy Watkins makes the tough grab, trying to get to the outside, and he will be just short, but we do get in field goal territory there. That was an awkward pass as the ball, as the quarterback, Philip Shelby, was hit as he throws. That ball sailed in the air a little bit too long. Finally getting the field goal and taking the lead. We've only got 3 points here in the first half so far. We really need to pick up the pace offensively in the second half if we're hoping to get a safe margin from the New York Jets. But our focus right now should be ensuring that they do not score points of their own right here. Going for the screen past Nyheim Hines. He'll be taken down by both Trey Flowers and Malik Hooker. So a 3rd and 1 with 23 seconds left. They've used 2 of their timeouts. Sam Darnold sideline is going to find Jamison Crowder for a good first down right there. He's also going to get out of bounds to stop the clock. 3 receptions for 19 yards so far. We have been able to limit him for the most part on his 3 receptions. Going to the sideline once again, and Ronnie Harrison just unable, perhaps just a second too slow. He had an interception opportunity, but he is able to knock it down nonetheless. Motioning and audibling to an empty back set. Sam Darnold wants to pass the ball here. Looking around, going sideline. Jamison Crowder was perhaps his target, but good coverage there by our defensive backs. We are doing much better on this drive than we did on the one previous. 3rd and 10 now. We're trying to get them to pack their bags. They're going to sail this one out of bounds once again. And that great that great drive that they had right before this one seems to be in the distant past, as this defense is making plays now in the passing game. Going deep for the Hail Mary before half, and this one is going to be incomplete. A great job knocking it down. 12 for 24 so far for Sam Darnold. Now, offensively, our focus is, of course, to put some more points up on the board. We will not win this game with a single field goal. Defensively, I'd like to create a little bit of turnovers, a couple turnovers, in order to help that offense get their pace going and hopefully get them in better field position. Now, we do start with the ball here in the in the third quarter. So let's see if we can get things going after our halftime meeting. First play of the second half is going to be a sack on Philip Shelby for a loss of 11. Certainly not the start we were looking for. Let's see if we can make up for it. Philip Shelby blitz coming, trying to find a play. Is going to throw it upfield for TJ Hawkinson. A tough catch, a broken tackle. And eventually, Marcus Williams going to come help take him down. But a great toss and a great catch from both our star offensive players. TJ Hawkinson has crossed that 750-yard marker. That is that range of elite playmaking tight ends that I look for. I think if you have a tight end that can get to that 750-yard mark, you're in a good positioning. Of course, you have the Travis Kelce's, the George Kittles, who may be able to get to that 1,000-yard marker, but I think TJ Hawkinson getting 750 with all the options that we have is definitely a good start for his career. Now we're able to find DeAndre Swift on the sideline for his 4th catch of the game. He's going to be able to just get the first down. We did have TJ Hawkinson down the middle of the field, a missed opportunity, but a first down, so we have something to go off of. Going to the sideline, Kerry Haynes has made so many big grabs for us throughout this series in the past 2 seasons, unable to keep his feet inbounds there. So it's going to be a 2nd and 10, and we're going to give it to DeAndre Swift for a good gain of about 8. So a 3rd and 2 is very manageable here. Let's see if we can get it. Looking around, finding Sammy Watkins in the slant, getting to the open field, and Marcus May with perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle. A great play there by Sammy Watkins and a great route to create the separation. Handing it off here, breaking a tackle. He is going to be taken down for a little gain of about 1. But we are getting pretty close to a touchdown range. Rolling out, we have an opportunity and overthrows Rodney Foreman. That is definitely too bad. We've missed on a couple of the rollout throws in the past couple weeks that could have been touchdowns. Certainly, we know what he needs to work on going into the offseason. Looking around, trying to find somebody open, just able to throw it away. He's able to avoid the sack there to force a 4th and 9. So we're going to be forced to take another field goal. Now, this is still a 1-possession game. Our defense needs to make a play. Terrence Kramer. No, sorry, that is going to be Amani making the tackle. Terrence was the one who sucked in the block to allow Amani to make that tackle. 2nd and 9 after the gain of 1 with Naheem Hines. Pressure coming in, and it's going to be standout defensive lineman Deshaun Hand getting a sack here today. We wanted turnovers, but if we're able to force 3rd and deeps consistently, I'll take that too. Going right down the middle and unfortunately unable to take advantage of it. Corey Davis is going to be able to make the grab after dropping the touchdown. This is only his 1st catch of the game. Sam Darnold dropping back, trying to find an open guy. It's going to be Corey Davis again. So perhaps he will be the player we need to focus on going into the second half. We know they tried to get Jamison Crowder involved early. It did not work as much as they probably wanted to, but Corey Davis drops it again. His 2nd wide open drop of the game. Now Sam Darnold at this point must be starting to lose a little bit of confidence in their 2nd receiver. Going to the sideline and unable to keep his feet in bounds. But after a great punt by the Jets, another 1st down in our own 5-yard line. Keyshawn Crocker's going to get the ball again, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards. That's definitely a good start. And now DeAndre Swift checks back in. Currently, our split is 12 to 18. 12 runs, 18 passes. 3rd and 2 after a gain of about 2. Philip Shelby is going to have David Njoku in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Sammy Watkins. Cuts inside the field, trying to head out of bounds. Almost breaks the tackle of Marcus Williams, but unable to. And he's going to be taken down, but not before getting the first down and more. Only a minute left in the third quarter. Trying to find a big play. Going to Rodney Foreman up top. And in triple coverage, I can't blame him. That is as tough as a grab as you will get in the NFL. 2nd and 10 now, empty back set. Not too much pressure, so we're going to find TJ Hawkinson. Gets the first down, runs a man over, and he will eventually be taken down, but not before gaining about 15 yards. He does get out of bounds as well. 30 seconds left. The clock is running. Philip Shelby snaps the ball. He's got Swift going into the right. Looking for an open guy, and right before the pressure gets to him, once again, able to throw this one away. Around only 170 yards so far for Philip Shelby. This has been a defensive masterclass for both teams so far. Finding TJ Hawkinson in the middle of the field once again. When we see man coverage and we see he's lined up against a linebacker, we will take that 100% of the time. We are just that confident in our guy. Screen pass now. DeAndre Swift breaks the tackle, trying to set up his blocks and set back outside, but he will be read like a book and taken down. 2nd and 1 though, still a good gain of about 9 on first down, rolling out. Trying to find an open guy. He's going to the comeback route, and Rodney Foreman is going to be the target there. He's going to get his feet in bounds, 211 yards so far for Philip Shelby, and we are now in the fourth quarter with a 6-0 lead. It has not been an eventful game, but for those of you who love defensive showdowns, this has been one for the books. Reminds me a little bit of the very, very controversial Patriots versus Los Angeles Rams game. 2nd and 25 after another sack given up by right tackle. Going deep and overthrown under pressure from standout defensive lineman Barrow of the Jets. 3rd and 25 here. Once again, just trying to get ourselves back into field goal positioning. Philip Shelby is going to go for the end zone. Unable to keep this one in bounds. Would have been a tough catch either way. But we did take another field goal. So this is now a 2-possession game as the score is currently 9-0. Pressure coming in from D Ford. Unable to get there in time, but he does throw the ball out looking for Nyheim Hines. Our man coverage has worked very good so far in the second half. Once again, sticking to a man coverage look. It's going to be to the sideline, Jamison Crowder. He's unable to keep his momentum in bounds, so that will be a loss of about 2 on the 23-yard line now. 3rd and 12. Pressure coming in from Josh Sweat, and that is going to force the incompletion and another punt by the Jets offense. Philip Shelby is going to hand it off on first down. He's going to get about 6 yards there. DeAndre Swift, a more than decent run. So we're going to go in the pistol formation now on 2nd down. Play action, trying to find an open guy down the middle of the field and almost intercepted. Looking for Sammy Watkins, but hit as he throws, and that ball just catches a lot of air. And it was actually the guy covering Rodney Foreman who had the opportunity to make a play on that. Speaking of making a play, Kerry Haynes makes a man miss and almost breaks another 2 tackles, but the third guy is able to wrestle him down. But a great play by Kerry Haynes. 1st and 10 now on the 44. Philip Shelby has DeAndre Swift staying in for extra protection. Looking upfield once again, but a little bit behind. Looking for TJ Hawkinson, unable to make the grab. Shelby now has a trips off to the right. Trying to find a mismatch on the defense. Not too sure if he did. He's going to end up rolling out, getting a block, and he's going to get the first down, fumbles it out of bounds. But of course, you have to get the recovery in the NFL if you want to take advantage of a fumble. So if it does roll out of bounds, it will remain the offense's ball. Lucky play right there. Going to the end zone for Rodney Foreman, just doing anything we can to get him involved. Looking for a touchdown, unable to make the completion there. 5.5 minutes left in the fourth. Currently still a 9-0 lead. We find Rodney Foreman in the hook route there. That's a great catch. He's able to attack the ball and make the separation between him and his defender, greater, making sure that he's unable to make a play on the ball. Now, Philip Shelby looking for the sideline and just misses his target once again. They're getting good pressure out on the outside of the tackles, and it is creating a disruption in our rollout game. David Njoku contested catch, unable to do so. So 3rd and 10 here on the 19. Still 4.5 minutes left in the fourth. We need to make a play. Trying to find somebody, going for Rodney Foreman, and he's going to get his feet on the pylon. But they do mark it and say that his second foot did not land in bounds. So once again, forced to take another field goal. The score is 12-0. Still a 2-possession game. 1 touchdown by the Jets on this drive could change everything. They've been extremely aggressive here today, only running the ball 8 times, looking to make a play. He's going to find Corey Davis in the drag route there. He's going to turn it upfield for some extra yards, picking up about 15. He's got 3 receptions for 37, but we know he has dropped 2 open ones, and that touchdown post could have been a game changer. Going to Jamison Crowder, a little bit of separation there with Adrian Phillips, but he's going to step out of bounds after another gain of about 15. He's got 5 catches for 33 yards so far. 3 minutes left now in the fourth. They're going for a screen pass to Nyheim Hines. Trey Flowers unable to get there in time, but a fumble. Ronnie Harrison is going to Nyheim Hines got rebounded. I think Trey Flowers is able to push him, get him off balance, and he just runs into a full speed Ronnie Harrison looking to take his head off, and that's exactly what he does, and it results in one of those turnovers I said I was looking for in this second half. We need to take advantage. Going deep and trying to get it over the head of Reed there, but we've taken 4 shots downfield so far for Rodney Foreman. All 4 have not connected. The deep game has not worked for us so far. Giving it to DeAndre Swift. That's going to be a first down on second down. So, it's going to be a 1st and 10 here on the 39. We are encroaching the 2-minute warning. We are about 20 seconds off. Philip Shelby is going to go in the pistol. Hand this off once again. We are looking to waste as much time as possible while also hoping to put some points up on the board. Not scoring a touchdown for the first time all series is at stake here. Pressure coming in, bringing in the blitz, and it's going to be a sack. 3rd and 24. Philip Shelby giving it to Kerry Haynes, getting to the outside, breaking a tackle, but Marcus May, who has been all over the field all game, is going to make the tackle. But we have crossed the 2-minute warning. The New York Jets have used both of the 2 of their timeouts, and we have about 1:30 left here. 2nd and 10 after an incomplete pass to the deep right side of the field. Darnold dropping back, trying to find an open guy. They're running a slants concept, but Trey Flowers this time getting a sack to force a 3rd and 17. They're looking to get a first down here if they hope to stand a chance. And it's going to be caught just short of the first down marker, and they're going for it right here. About 1 minute left, going deep, trying to make a play, and caught by Corey Davis. Of all things he decides to catch, he caught the last 2, maybe the most difficult catches we've seen for both teams all game. And that's the time he decides to step up for Sam Darnold. Now they're getting pretty darn close to the end zone here. They're just hoping to put a touchdown in for pride. No NFL team likes being shut out. Now our defense is playing with a lot of pride here today. They've made some great plays. They've shut the offense down. Now is not the time, but Corey Davis, who has absolutely took over on this drive, is going to get the touchdown. Now with only 5 seconds left, a great catch, but with 5 seconds left, we recover this and this game is over. So unfortunate that we did not pitch the shutout here, but we did win the game. We didn't score a single touchdown. That was 4 field goals, but it was enough here today. Now, if we go into the playoffs, if we make playoffs, I'm still not too sure. I will be revealing that at the end of this video. I know you guys are all waiting for it, but we're going to go over the stats for it first. But if we do end up making the playoffs, 4 field goals will surely not be enough. So, expecting to have to play in the wild card game. If we do end up making the playoffs, we have about a week to get prepared and get this offense going again, because that was not the performance we will be needing if we do make the playoffs. Now, defensively, I think we still had a great game. We only gave them a touchdown on the very final drive of the game. We had a couple sacks. Unfortunately, no interceptions, but we did force a fumble and then recover it. Ronnie Harrison was that guy. So, defense once again carried us, but this is what we are all waiting for. Will we make the playoffs? And we do. We have made the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm excited to get to the playoffs for the first time in this series. I hope you guys are excited. Peace out, y'all.